It has 4.
Okay, file item 12, Water Conservation in Landscaping Act.
Madam Chair and committee members, it's been the goal of the state since 1990 that new landscapes and major renovations of existing landscapes should be designed and installed to be water efficient.
I move the bill. Madam Chair, I see opposition.
I don't believe there is
That's
opposition.
a good idea.
No opposition, and I will, there were issues raised in the analysis that we will be working on as we move this bill forward. And there were suggestions made by NRDC and others. So we'll be working, also the DWR technical panel is going to come out with their report, I think Thursday or Friday. That will be incorporated into our discussions as well. And
And the issues on
yes, we intend to amend the bill.
Through a long process, that's not your intent.
No.
We need to make that very clear.
We intend to amend the bill to make the provision self-executing, and so the DWR doesn't have to go through this regulatory process.
I want to make sure that
we're looking
on-
forward to the
on
discussions.
table. So who are your two primary witnesses?
Just right here. Oh, sorry. Ed Osan from the Natural Resources Defense Council, who's a member of the DWR Independent Technical Panel, and Mark Fenstermacher with Solano County Water Agency.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'll be very brief. This is a small but very important bill. It fills an enormous gap in the coverage of the state's model water efficient landscape ordinance. This is an important issue because landscape water use is responsible for fully half of the urban water use at pre-drought levels. That's roughly 4 million acre-feet. So it's enormously consequential, and we've had policy in the state for over 20 years that newly installed landscapes should be more efficient. The model bill, the state model ordinance, was strengthened this year at the direction of the governor by executive order. But the changes that were made in the model ordinance did not did not close the gap in coverage that remains, that's intended to be addressed by the bill. The model ordinance applies to landscapes that are part of an otherwise permitted project, such as constructing a new home, constructing a new building. But no permit is required for simply installing an irrigation system as a standalone project. And in our state, it's common practice for many homes to be built without and presented for sale without completed landscape. So this is intended to close that regulatory gap. We've identified some areas where the legislation could be improved down the road, but NRDC recommends a favorable action today on SB 1340.
All right, thank you. Next witness.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Mark Fenstermacher on behalf of the Sonoma County Water Agency. I'll try to be even more brief. Coming out of the drought, we need to continue to look at how we can use water more efficiently, how we can continue to conserve water. Like the previous speaker said, this is a way to close a gap in the model water efficient landscape ordinance. So we see this as a way to continue to promote water conservation in our landscaping. Really want to thank Senator Wolk for her leadership on this issue. And with that, respectfully ask for an aye vote.
Thank you. Other people, name and affiliation and position?
And Vern Gehring on behalf of the California Native Plant Society. We participated in DWR's review of their model ordinance last year. Many of our suggestions were incorporated, but we always knew there were a lot of projects that would not be subject to it, and we appreciate and support the bill for that reason.
Thank you.
Eddie Moreno on behalf of Sierra Club California in support.
Anyone in opposition to this measure? Senator Wolk, just to articulate again, you'll be taking an amendment in appropriations subject to, it doesn't go to appropriations?
You're kind of still on the floor, I guess.
We will amend it regardless.
We'll amend it on
We'll
the
amend it
floor.
before it gets-
Regarding the self-execute, that's consistent with your bill, and it would
Yes.
clear up any of the concerns the opposition had. So would strongly recommend that on the floor. So it's due pass. Did you have a question? Oh, sorry. Senator.
real quick, I just wanted to say that, Riverside County has been a pretty progressive county, and before it was fashionable to conserve water, we did a water conservation landscape ordinance, where we've already taken a number of these provisions in-house, and we're already doing it. And I just worry that, the state is putting a mandate on local governments. They get it. They get it that we need to conserve water, and we need to have some faith and confidence that local governments can carry out these challenges without having the state trying to control yet every single drop of water. This is going to cause more building fees in a time when it's already so expensive to build a home. It's just another few $100s that's going to, take somebody out of the realm of getting a home and achieving the goal of the American dream. So, I appreciate what the author is trying to accomplish. I think local governments are doing a great job. They've almost met the governor's goal of 25% conservation. And so I just don't see the need for this, and unfortunately won't be able to support it.
Any other comments? If not, Senator Wilk, would you like to close?
I would. I would like to thank you for the discussion, and we will be, ask for your aye vote.
Right.
The motion is due pass. Senators Pavley.
Aye.
Pavley, aye. Stone. Stone, no. Allen. Allen, aye. Hertzberg. Hertzberg, aye. Hueso. Jackson. Monning. Vidak. Vidak, no. Volk.
Aye.
Volk, aye. That bill has 4 votes, so it'll go on call.
Okay, last but not least, file item 16, Senate Bill 1396. I would like to make the announcement that the California Cattlemen's Association opposition letter did arrive in time, but was accidentally not reflected in the committee analysis and has been distributed to all the members. Okay, so file item 16, this is the Intercoastal Range Conservancy. I was struck by how many counties and how large that is.
I've lost track. I think 13, that's an unlucky number. We're looking for another county to drop out or to add in. The Intercoast, this is a wonderful bill, and I hope you share my enthusiasm, even though it is quarter of one. The Northern Intercoast Range is a globally significant region, and very recently it became a national monument, thanks to many folks who worked very hard on this. It has world-renowned geological, biological, cultural resources, many large public lands that are open for public use, resourceful people, resilient rural communities. It's an extraordinary region. It's an important part of the economy, wonderful agriculture, agricultural products, timber, water, fishery, biological resources, ranching, tourism, and recreation. This would create a conservancy that would include all or portions of Calusa, Del Norte, Glen, Humboldt, Lake Mendocino, Napa, Shasta, Siskiyou, Solano, Tehama, and Trinity and Yolo. It's between the coastal conservancy area and the Sierra Nevada. It's an orphan area. It's time to give it its due. The bill is modeled after the language which created the Sierra Nevada Conservancy, which has been widely celebrated as a success and was put together by the Natural Resources Secretary, John Laird. It is clear that the region has unmet needs for conservation, and this is an opportunity to pull together and to continue the collaboration of state and local stakeholders. It would be of critical value not only to this region, but to the entire state. I want to thank the chair and the staff for the excellent analysis, really looking at this in incredible detail and making good suggestions. As we move along, we will find it very helpful to have had that fundamental analysis. It has many good choices, and I appreciate the committee for their pledge to continue to work with us as we go through the process. I have 2 witnesses today. First, Bob Schneider, who's the Senior Policy Advisor for Tuolumne, who has been the energy and effort behind all of this, and the fact that he got 13 counties to agree. And by the way, they were agreeing to the national monument and it's been a wonderful partnership. He's here to testify along with Jim Steele, who is a Lake County Supervisor. Welcome, Jim. We're looking forward to an aye vote. I ask you for your aye vote.
Hear their testimony.
I'm Bob Schneider. I'm Senior Policy Director with Tuolumne. Thank you, Chair Pavley, and the committee for listening. I think Lois covered a lot of the beauty and advantages of this land that stands just to the west of us in the Coast Range. As people drive to the west, they're often headed for San Francisco. They're not realizing what a rich, diverse landscape we have stretching from Pewter Creek and the gap at Pewter Creek, which is where the Berryessa Gap Brewery is, all the way up to the Oregon border. And it's about 2 million acres. The Sierra Nevada Conservancy, for comparison, is about 25 million acres. Lois mentioned we were the orphan child, and that's been true in a lot of ways. A lot of resources go into the Coastal Conservancy and the Sierra Nevada Conservancy, and we have a lot of needs. Doing this at this time will help us with future bond measures. If there's another water bond measure, conservancies are picked out for that, and they have a little more leeway than in the other bonds to do conservation work. There's the California Headwaters Partnership, which is an agreement moving forward between the U.S. Forest Service and Secretary of Resources. The Sierra Nevada is going to coordinate that work in the Sierra. We do not have an entity in our region. Also, we're participating and working hard with Firescape Mendocino, a stakeholder process that's developing processes to improve forest resiliency, reduce fuel loading. This will help with that and other projects. So thank you.
All right. Mr. Supervisor.
And I'm Jim Steele. I'm a Lake County Supervisor, District 3. And certainly Lake County is in the center of California's biological hotspot. Probably few know just how significant we are, but around the world there's 27 biological hotspots, California being one of them. We're right square in the middle of it. And also endangered and that's what allows us to take that honor, is we're also endangered for all the species we have. They're all under threat. We have the largest, oldest natural warm water lake in America. Actually, it's in the world, but it kind of depends on how you do the classification, but certainly in the Americas. We're the headwaters to 4 major river systems, 2 wilderness areas, and now a national monument. But we're also one of the poorest counties, and we are to take charge of one of the richest ecosystems for future generations. It's just a little bit unfair. So we've had devastating fires, lost almost 1,400 homes, 66 businesses. We need fuel reductions. We didn't get, it's been years we've been trying to do that, can't do it. We need management programs. We have cyanobacteria blooms that drive away tourists, and mercury pollution that threatens water supplies, and now we're getting toxic cyano blooms. A few years ago, if you remember, Lake Erie had a cyanotoxic bloom that shut down the Toledo water supply. So this bill will help all of us plan together to protect our heritage, and rather than just plan by political subdivisions as our counties, we'd love to join with all our counties and our state level agencies so that we can do this planning properly by our ecological values. So we do urge support for SB 1396.
All right, thank you very much. Other people wish to lend their name and affiliation in support of this measure?
Yes, Joshua Anthorn, Defenders of Wildlife in Sierra Club, California, in support.
And Alfredo Redondo with Audubon, California, in support.
Yeah.
Victoria Brandon from the Lake County Land Trust, in support.
Hi, I'm Jeff Morris. I'm a sixth-generation resident of Trinity County and also a former member of the Trinity County Board of Supervisors. And I would echo Supervisor Steele's sentiments. This also will help to keep our working landscapes, both forests and ranches within the region, healthy and flourishing. So full support.
Thank you. Anyone else in support? How about opposition?
I'm Vernette Marsh. We're farmers in Colusa County. With due respect to Lake County, it's a different county from Colusa County. I apologize for no written comments because this came in too late and I had to get here today. We would like to keep local control under local control. We have very great concerns about the spread and the width and the depth of this project that goes all the way into the valley. It's The coast is way out here, the valley's here. The other part we have a concern about is the loss of local control, and especially now that our great concern is with water storage, and we have the Sites Reservoir located in Colusa County. We're concerned that this project looks like a pot of gold at the bottom of the rainbow, but for Colusa County, Glenn County, southern part of Tehama County, we're called a different breed of cat from what's over on the coast, and so we oppose it.
Okay.
And incidentally, my children are 7th generation on this farmland.
My goodness.
Tony Turry, Tehama County Cattlemen's Association, 4th generation rancher. I'm fortunate enough to have the 5th generation at home working for his dreams to be the next in line. Tehama County Cattlemen's strongly opposes SB 1396 due to net loss of private property. We feel that this is just an overlayment of a map that in Tehama County encompasses hundreds of thousands of acres of private property. Thank you.
Thank you. Just a question for Senator Welk. Each of these counties took some agenda item action where the majority of the supervisors, they had a hearing on taking a position, or was this more just through their government affairs kind of?
They're in the process.
Okay.
Several are scheduled. This is as we go along, there will be more. I understand it's the importance of having been involved in conservancies and
So there'll be
land
an
trusts.
opportunity
There will have to be
for
community
residents
support.
that are concerned to show up at their local board of supervisors.
Yes, and boards of supervisors will consider whether they want to be part of this, and we're confident that will happen, but we will
I
bring.
just would suggest to people look at the Sierra Nevada Conservancy, because a lot of those same kinds of concerns and questions relating to property rights, and just so you know, no bond measure money can be used for eminent domain, and those kinds of concerns and issues need to be highlighted.
Absolutely.
By looking at the other conservancies.
If you'd like, Bob could speak to the two issues involving the specific.
Well, I think we're probably ready, and
All right.
if there's someone move the bill, and this bill, and Bill Craven has volunteered to assist you in any way he can. I sort of like the concept, Senator Wilk, for approach purposes on costs. If you're part of an existing conservancy to start with, Sierra Nevada Conservancy, a subset of it that helps drive down administrative costs, and then after X number of years, got your legs, convince more people to join you, and then you're full and independent. But up to you. It's your bill. All right. Yes, if you'd like to close.
All right. Once again, thank you and staff for the thorough discussion of alternatives, and we'll be looking at many of the issues and working with the counties to bring this forward. So I ask for your aye vote.
Do pass to appropriations.
Senators Pavley?
Aye.
Pavley, aye. Stone? Stone, no. Allen? Allen, aye. Hertzberg? Aye. Hertzberg, aye. Hueso? Jackson? Jackson, aye. Monning? Monning, aye. Vidak? Vidak, no. Wilk?
Aye.
Wilk, aye. That has 6 votes, and we'll leave it open for senators not here.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay. We'll be lifting the roll for the last time, so if Senator Hueso's coming down, this would be the appropriate time. Okay, well, I have a meeting in 5 minutes too, so.
Stone on a lot of stuff, so.
Yeah. Let me just let them through. But Ben did this to me last time, where he came 10 minutes later. Yeah. Okay. Do you have one item? Several you missed? I know you, but Bill's been here. Okay. Hertzberg, or do we have anyone missing?
Yes, on number 1.
I'm opening the roll. Senate Bill 919.
Current vote is 7-0. Senator Stone? It's on file item 1.
Not voting?
Senator Hueso.
Okay. File item 2, Wykowski.
Senator Stone. Stone, aye. That bill's out 9-0.
That bill's out. Rolls called on file item 2. File item 3, Nielsen.
The current vote is 1-4. Senator Stone. I'm sorry, Stone, aye. Stone, aye. Allen. Hertzberg. Vidak.
Yeah.
Vidak, aye. That bill is 3-4. And that's,
It's 3-4. That bill has failed, right? The math is not there. No. File item 4. Call the absent members. Allen.
current vote is 6-0. Senator Stone. Stone, no. Hueso. Hueso, aye. Vidak. Vidak, no. That bill is 7-2.
Okay, consent calendar, file items 5, 17, and 18. Call the roll.
Senator Stone. Stone, aye. Hueso.
Consent. Yeah, 5, 17, and 18, consent calendar.
Hueso, aye. Vidak. Aye. Vidak, aye. Okay, that's 9, out 9.
File item 6,
Current vote is 5-0. Senator Stone. Stone, no. Allen. Allen, aye. Hueso.
file item 6, the Coastal Commission, ex partes.
Hueso, no. Vidak. Vidak, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That bill is 6-3.
6-3, that item's out. 7 and 8 were pulled, everyone. File item 9, McGuire, Senate Bill 1287.
Current vote is 6-0. Senator Stone. Stone, no. Hueso.
On 10?
On number 9.
Sorry, I'm having a hard time keeping up here. I'm a yes.
Hueso, aye. Vidak. Vidak, aye. That bill is 8-1.
That item is out. File item 10, Senate Bill 1317. The vote is 4-2.
Senator Hueso.
On item 10?
Yes.
I'm abstaining.
Okay. Senator Jackson. Jackson, aye. Monning. Monning, aye. So that has 6.
Okay.
It's out.
6-2, that item is out. File item
11.
11, Senator Block's bill.
Current vote is 6-0. Senator Stone.
File item 11 on the smoking ban on state parks and beaches. Yes, sorry, I'll be more clear. 1333.
Stone, no. Hueso. Senator Hueso, aye. Vidak. Vidak, no. That bill is out 7-2.
7-2, that bill is out. File item 12, I won't say the file item 12, I'll just say Senate Bill 1340 by Senator Woke.
Current vote is 4-2. Senator Hueso. Hueso, aye. Jackson. Jackson, aye. Monning. Monning, aye. So that's out 7-2.
Next one, Senate Bill 1347 by Senator Nielsen. It was amended to go forward with the putting the reporting in statute, and the Budget Subcommittee will have a hearing on the administrative costs.
Current vote is 6-0. Senator Stone. Stone, aye. Hueso. Hueso, aye. Vidak. Vidak, aye. That bill is out 9-0.
9-0.
Was that 13?
Yes.
I can't go.
I just closed the roll. Okay, thank you. We didn't have to reopening it.
You made amendments.
Yes,
You were supporting it, Mr. Chair?
yes, I was just the amendments on the reporting on the,
That's fine.
okay. Which number? Okay. Senate Bill 1363 by Monning on the Ocean Protection Council. The vote is 6-0. Call the absent members.
Senator Stone. Stone, no. Hueso.
Aye.
Hueso, aye. Vidak. Vidak, no.
Passes 7-2. File item, the next item, Senate Bill 1374, Senator Lara on the LA River San Gabriel Mountains Conservancy.
Current vote is 6-0. Senator Stone? Stone, no. Hueso? Hueso, aye. Vidak? Vidak, no.
Passes 7-2. Senate Bill 1396 by Senator Woke, were we all here? It's 6-2. It's on Intercoast Range Conservancy. Call the absent members.
Senator Hueso? Hueso, okay.
Abstaining, so that passed 6-2.
Yes.
And there we're done. All righty.
Let's open the, yeah, we need to open
The first couple.
Yeah.
For everyone else, thank you for your attendance. So file item 1, Senator Hueso, Senate Bill 919, Hertzberg.
Senator Hueso? Hueso, aye. That bill's out 8-0.
Senate Bill 12, okay, that one's out. Any other ones?
We have them on everything else.
Okay, you're good to go. We're adjourned. Yep. Meeting's adjourned.